What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and to a brand new video. So as you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a complete leg workout. Now I do post all my workouts over on Instagram. The difference between those posts and this video is that I'm going to be explaining more in depth like how to perform each movement, how to get set up, little tips to make sure you don't injure yourself, and yeah, there's just a lot more that I can say in a YouTube video than I can in an Instagram caption. If you're new here, please subscribe down below. I have a couple follow along workouts, a lot of full day of eatings, and some college vlogs. If you're interested in any of that, make sure to subscribe, and let's get into this workout. This workout is going to be 6 exercises and absolutely no machines. You just need a barbell and some dumbbells. That's all you need for this workout. So there are going to be 6 exercises in this workout, and there's also going to be a 10 to 15 minute warm up and a 15-minute cool down. You don't have to do the 15-minute cool down. It's just my stretching routine. I recommend doing it so you're not too sore the next day, but you can definitely do it like later on in your day or at some point in your day when you have more time available. So the first 20 or 30 minutes of this weightlifting workout is going to be compound lifts. Compound lifts target multiple muscles in your body, so if you're short on time, you're looking to build muscle or lose fat, I definitely recommend doing compound lifts at the beginning of your workout. You will see that we're doing squats and deadlifts, and then we'll move on to more accessory movements. So to start off this workout, I have been enjoying either doing 10 minutes on the Stairmaster or 10 minutes on the treadmill at an incline. This just helps my legs warm up because you always want to warm up before a workout to avoid injuries. So for this workout, I did 10 minutes on the treadmill at an incline of 8 and around 2.8 to 3 miles an hour just to get everything warmed up. So to start off this workout, we are just going to be warming up with some bodyweight squats. I think I did about 10 or 15, and this is just going to get us ready for moving into squats. I always like to just do a few squats with no weight just to get my body used to the movement before I throw weight on. Okay, so moving along into exercise 1, we are going to be doing sumo squats. To get set up for a sumo squat, just have your legs a little bit further than shoulder width apart and point your toes just a little bit out. Now this is going to target your glutes and hamstrings more than your quads. If you want to target your quads in squats, keep your legs a little bit closer together and your feet pointed forwards. Moving into these squats, we are going to be doing 4 sets of 8. Make sure when you're squatting you stop at 90 degrees. I see a lot of people that squat to where their butt almost touches their heels, and that just puts a lot of strain on your knees when you're trying to come back up. So I recommend stopping 90 degrees and make sure to keep your knees in line with your feet. Don't let your knees buckle in. Keep your head in line with your spine. Don't be looking up and don't be looking down. Here is a side view of that. So stopping at 90 degrees, making sure your head is in line with your spine. It's not looking up to the ceiling and it's not looking down. So after you've done 4 sets of 8 reps, we're going to move into sumo deadlifts. Now what I'm showing you right here is bumper plates. My gym at school doesn't have these, and I wish they did. If you're like me and you cannot deadlift like the big 45-pound plates that are tall enough to deadlift with, try to find some of these bumper plates in your gym. So on the right, I have a 10-pound plate in like a normal weight that you would see on a rack, and on the left, I have a 10-pound plate, but it's a bumper plate. So this just makes it easier for me to deadlift with because you don't really want to go like all the way to the ground with a barbell when you're doing sumo deadlifts. So these type of weights just kind of bring the barbell up a little bit. If your gym doesn't have these, maybe look to see if your gym has deadlift pads. That's what they have at school for me. They have deadlift pads that lift it up just a little bit off the ground, but try to find these bumper plates if you can. So when getting set up for sumo deadlifts, you want your legs to be past shoulder width apart and your toes pointed out just a little bit, and this is going to target your glutes and hamstrings. I do conventional deadlifts on pull day, which are a little bit different, but for leg day I like to do sumo deadlifts. So we're going to be doing 4 sets of 8, and again, like with the squats, make sure your knees don't buckle during your deadlifts. So you're just going to slowly pull up, making sure to just hinge at the hips. Don't. I'm gonna show you what I mean. I've seen people, which is really bad for you, when they go to deadlift, they stick their legs out first and then they stand up. That is going to target your lower back and not in a good way. You do not want to do it like that. So you want to do it in one fluid movement. So kind of all at the same time, go up, okay? Like this. Don't do this. Don't do this. We're just going to do one fluid movement. So the biggest tip I have with sumo deadlifts is to make sure you keep your head in line with your spine. Don't keep your head up and looking at the mirror or looking at things in front of you. You want to keep your head as neutral as you can. So come down, you're looking at the ground, and you come up and your head is still in the same position as it was. You don't want to move your head around, which you can kind of see in this side profile right here. I didn't realize that you couldn't see my head at the top. But when I go down, you can see that I'm still looking down at the ground. I'm not looking up at the mirror or things around me. Okay, moving on to exercise 3, we're going to be doing some hip thrusts. Now, I've kept the same bumper plates on there and I've just wheeled a bench over. So when getting into position for hip thrusts, you want your feet to be facing forward and at the right position to where when you come up, you're going to be forming that 90-degree angle again. If your legs are too close in, you may feel it in your quads and possibly injure your knee. If your legs are too far out, you're going to feel it all in your hamstrings. So you want to keep your feet at a position where you can form a 90-degree angle when you come up. You want to keep your chin glued to your chest. Don't ever lean your head back. That could really hurt your neck or spine. And this is just another slow and controlled movement, and we're gonna do 4 sets of 10. The next 2 exercises are gonna be performed in a superset. So a superset is when you perform 2 exercises back to back and then you rest. So rather than doing an exercise, resting, doing a different one and resting, you want to perform them one after the other and then you can take a rest. So for this superset, we're gonna be doing reverse lunges and Romanian deadlifts, which is also known as just RDLs. And I used 1 set of dumbbells for this superset. For the reverse lunges, I did 4 sets of 8 per leg. And I used the same weight for the RDLs and I did 4 sets of 10 on those. So with the RDLs, you want your feet to be shoulder width apart, facing forward, and you need to have your legs just a little bit bent so you don't injure yourself, and you want to keep the dumbbells as close to your legs as possible. Again, keeping your head in line with your spine. And you really just want to pull through your hamstrings. You don't want to pull through your back or anything else. Just really try to focus on your hamstrings when you're in this movement. So now we're going to be moving straight into reverse lunges. Again, keeping your head in line with your spine and just going back, making sure your knee does not touch the ground. So after I've done these 2 exercises, I'm gonna take a 45-second to 1 minute break and then repeat that superset 4 times. The last exercise that we're gonna be doing is some elevated calf raises. Now you don't need one of these stepper things that I use. It just happened to be right there. I never use these, but you can do it on the edge of a staircase. You can just use anything to get you just a couple inches up off the ground. We're just going to be doing 4 sets of 12 calf raises. The only reason I did them elevated rather than on the ground is because you just get a little bit more range of motion. So that is this entire leg workout complete. After this workout, I did my 15-minute stretching routine, which I will link up here. You definitely don't have to do that if you don't have time, but make sure that you at least stretch a little bit after so you're not too sore the next day. So with the warm up and the workout, it was about an hour long and then I stretched afterwards. This is just a great full lower body workout that's going to target your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, and a little bit of your abs as well because of those compound lifts. I will write the whole workout below in the description box if you want to screenshot it and try it at the gym. If you do, make sure to tag me on Instagram so I can see it. If you want more frequent workouts, those are over on my Instagram, so make sure to follow me there. It's just at Sydney J Fitness. And make sure to comment down below any future workout videos you want to see here on YouTube. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.